By the time I was 10 years old, we were living in Gunnison. And I ought to fill in the gap a little bit
I think you better.
There, because to get from Hatch to Gunnison took a little doing. We lived in Hatch until it was time for us to start school. Now, although Elma was 2 years older than I was, she was very prone to get the croup and was considered to be quite delicate in health. So they decided to keep her out of school, let her gain in her health and strength, and then they'd start her in school at the same time that I started. And when it became time for us to start, my father had some misgivings because he was no longer teaching school. He had ceased, as he had taught for about 10 years. His health became poor, and he decided that he would get something else to go with the farming. And so at that time, he was driving the mail. And the mail didn't come by truck or by train. He had a wagon that he would go and meet the train or wherever he had to go to a central place, and then he would haul the mail to the towns that he was responsible for. And he decided that the teachers that they had at the time at Hatch were not good enough for his children. He wanted us to have a better start. Over at Mount Carmel, where he decided that we would move because that was on his mail run, we could go from Mount Carmel to Orderville. Orderville had a classroom for each grade. At Hatch, it was grades 1 to 4, and it was two-room school, and then from 5 through 8 in the other room. And he just knew that the teacher would not have the time to spend with children starting out to give them the best start in school, and that's why he wanted us to go over there. So we moved to Mount Carmel, which was a mile away from Orderville, and we took the, quote, bus to Orderville, but it was also a wagon or a sleigh, depending on the weather, and we would be hauled to school from there.